Hey guys, it's Nadine. Welcome to my channel. So the past week I have challenged myself and decided on embarking on a reading challenge that I have set up for myself. And the main goal of this was to simply finish one book. And I know that this seems like super simple and easy to do for some people, but to be quite honest, for the past few months, I have really been struggling in the reading department. I have the problem of constantly trying to find new books to read from lists that I search up online from my favorite inspirational people, and I purchase them or I add them to my Goodreads. I do start reading a couple of chapters or a few pages, but I never actually finish reading them. I thought that by challenging myself to commit to just 1 week of reading every single day, I could finally finish one or a couple of my half-read or started reading type of books. Yes, that is the point of this video. If you have the same dilemma as me and you would like to get some reading tips as well as just seeing my journey the past week, then just keep on watching. Yay! I'm so happy that you're here. Whenever I set a goal or embark on a challenge, I like to ask myself why I'm doing it. So here are my reasons for wanting to read or complete a couple of books. First, and the most obvious reason, is because I have a lot of books just piling up in my room, in my cabinets, that are being untouched, and I just feel sad. Number two is I really do like learning and gaining new insights from industry experts. Books are usually very well researched, and it takes a lot of time for someone to, make a book. And my last reason is I want to take what I read and apply it to my life in order to hopefully become a better version of myself. Self-improvement. Reasons for reading differs person to person, so if you want to share or tell me why you like reading or why you want to read, then put them in the comment section down below and I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Like I said, I've started reading a couple of books, so I've personally picked 3 from my collection of books that I want to completely finish reading by the end of the challenge, by the end of the week, and here are my picks. So the first one is called Existential Courage by Ariane Sarafico. If you do not know who Ariane is, she is obviously an author, but before that she is a teacher, and she just likes to teach people on how to get their life together. She's very inspiring. She has a lot of online courses. Awesome human being, one of my life goals. This is her first book and it calls itself as a survival guide for your existential crisis and all the ones after that. This book is all about personal development, goal setting, trying to see inwardly and figure out who you are. I would say that this book is sort of like a workbook because at the end of every chapter there are some personal journaling type of questions or / activities. I'm super into this and I've started it, but I haven't finished it. I'm very excited too. So the second book is called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. So this book is a psychological memoir by the author about his experience in the death camps. I picked this book because of our current situation, which is obviously not the same at all, but just the feeling of being imprisoned and not really knowing when this situation will end or when it will get better. This book talks about logotherapy, which posits that humans are driven not by pleasure, but by the pursuit of finding meaning in life in whatever we do, which is something I definitely subscribe to. I'm so into purpose and meaning, and so I would like to learn more about this in a psychological sense. The last book I picked is called Visual Intelligence by Herman. The book cover says that it will sharpen your perception and change your life. So this book is all about training your eye into looking at images and artworks a little bit more closely in order to become a more effective communicator, which is a skill that's very useful. It's a skill that every single person, regardless of occupation, needs. Since this is a challenge, we need to have some challenge guidelines or rules to set in place. Since I have my I can't finish reading anything problem, I, like most things in life, I searched for a YouTube video on it. So I found this video about how to finish or actually finish reading a book. Here are some of the tips from the video that I like and would like to apply to this reading challenge. The first one is to set your reading time like you would an appointment. This tip is very straightforward. Psychologically, we never like missing appointments since we kind of commit to setting a time and date to do a certain thing. Upon hearing this advice, it makes perfect and total sense. But for me, I have a problem because when you set an appointment to something, like a doctor's appointment, there's another person involved that you do not want to disappoint. But in this reading challenge, it's just the book, and the book doesn't really have like actual feelings, and it's just me. So it's also a test in discipline and actually following through your decisions, which I apparently am really bad at. Spoiler alert. This is bad. This is literally the second day of this challenge and I'm already failing. Again, I did not follow the alarm or the appointment that I set up. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the morning right now and I still haven't read. Like, I set alarms on my Google Calendar, but whenever it notifies me on my phone, I found it super easy to just ignore it and just not look at it and just not do it. What was more effective was just committing to having a time frame of when I would read. So I did an AM and PM reading schedule. I think the most important thing to take from this tip is to schedule your reading appointment at a time that you know you would be able to commit to. The second tip from the video was to chunk up your book. Instead of looking at it as this long big task that you have to like take so much hours to read, you should just split it up, open up the table of contents and look at it by chapter. Then set a goal of how many chapters or how many pages you want to read during your reading session or your reading appointment. I found this tip super helpful because prior to this, I would just kind of read and dog ear and go. Like, I didn't really set a set amount of pages during this time. Like, I just read and then closed, and then it would be hard because sometimes you can't really just pick up a book and like remember where you stop. So this tip was super helpful for me. This video also gave out a fact or a trivia study thing that a human being only needs 5 hours to finish a 200-page book. With this information and with the 3 books that I had, I quickly did the math to just kind of see how my reading plan would work, if it was doable. Here are the calculations because I'm not sure if you guys want to know, but just in case, I have the total amount of pages, which is 358, and I'm dividing it by 40 pages per hour to get the approximate time needed for me to finish all the books. Since I'm doing this challenge for 1 week, I'm dividing it by 7 days to get the amount of hours needed per day. Because I'm reading 2 times a day, I'm dividing it by 2 to get approximately 45 minutes per reading session. Here is the reading schedule I was able to make. I did it from Sunday to Saturday. Each book had its own little schedule, and I also wrote my goal of what chapter to read as well as how many pages. In the end, Saturday became a little free day for me because I prioritized finishing a chapter rather than having it time-based. And yeah, that's my reading schedule that I'm gonna try to follow. An additional guideline that I wanted to have for myself was to take notes while reading the books, because this would just ensure that I am actually actively reading and absorbing information rather than just reading for the sake of turning to the next page and just for the sake of reading, to be honest. Okay, so now that we have everything in place and I've told you everything that you needed to know about the reading challenge, I will just show you guys how my week actually went. Yeah, here we go. Good morning guys, so it's Sunday today and it's the first reading session of this reading challenge. The book that I have up on my schedule is The Existential Courage. Right now, obviously, since it's like the beginning phases of this reading challenge, I'm really excited to just get into it. 45 minutes. I'm also going to put my phone on airplane mode and let's just get reading. We're done with my first reading session and yeah, I'm feeling really good about it. I'm hoping that throughout the week I will continually feel this way. Hi, so it's time for my nighttime reading. I feel like the nighttime reading isn't something that I'm looking forward to. Even yesterday, I wasn't able to finish how much my goal was to read. I basically have to read more than I have to today. This is bad. This is literally the second day of this challenge and I'm already failing. I didn't even finish the goal from yesterday. I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna sleep. Good morning guys. It is Tuesday morning. Hello, good morning guys. It is Wednesday today and we're gonna do the morning read. PM reading time just really isn't it for me. But we're gonna do it. I don't look like I'm excited, but I really do like the book. That's what I've been telling myself. Hey guys, it's the PM and I'm gonna be honest, I'm really sucking, by the way. Last night, my friend suggested doing a video call today, so I don't think I have time to actually read tonight. Yes, we're about to call in a bit and usually, video calling takes the whole night basically. So I basically suck and yes. Hey friends, my fan looks kind of weird. I'll just cover it. Hi! So today is Thursday and it's the AM and there is a lack of last night's footage because I did not read. So I basically am not killing it on the nighttime reading schedule. I guess it's just more of a reality check that I should really get it together. I mean, I still have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday technically to finish up this challenge, so I don't really want to say that I'm not a person who pulls through with their plans. I mean, I kind of am, but I still have 3 days, so I can still turn it around. Oh my gosh guys, I finished the book. I finished this book. I kind of want to cry because it's so good. This book is probably one of my most favorite books ever. It's super not just fluffy things. Her words just really make an impact to your freaking heart, and this is definitely something that I will keep on picking up. It's also very concise. It also took a lot of heart to finish it and continuing on reading because it's a lot of reality checks packed in one book. You have to be in tune with yourself, which is also something that you might want to run away from, but it's very good. I'm happy that at least I finished one book. I still have 2 books left to go for this week. Yeah, this is fun, exciting. Okay, great. I'm feeling good. So the thing is, this challenge was a lot more difficult than I thought that it was. It's not the morning right now, and it's around 2:15 p.m., 2:30 p.m., and I still haven't read. guys, it's Saturday morning. It's like the last official day of this challenge. This morning, or right now, I'm gonna read Visual Intelligence and I have this much left. It's 3 chapters. I think I'm just gonna do it in one go right now just so that I can at least finish 2 books this week. I've kind of given up on the other one. Okay, time to read. Are you guys so sick of watching me read things? Hi, so I finished this book and my review of it is I really liked the beginning of it. Like, I remember when I first picked it up, I was super into it, super excited to be studying art, looking at art, but I felt like the author just dragged it on and on. It was more of a chore to read, that's why I couldn't really finish it. I know I'm being very subjective, which is like the complete opposite of what this book is about. Like, she wants us to just always use objective words of describing things and just say it as it is. I mean, I still am grateful. She taught me the value of looking at paintings or images more closely in order to get more data. That is it for this book. So that's how that went. I was able to complete 2 books. Proud of myself. Pat on the back. Good job, Nate. But also not good job, Nate, because you didn't accomplish the bigger and harder goal. But you still accomplished something, okay? That's that for the challenge. Right now, for the last part of this video, I just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts, tips, experience, reflection things coming out of the 7-day challenge. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is how I plan on integrating reading as a habit into my life. Honestly, coming out of this challenge, one of the first questions that popped into my head was, how do you differentiate a habit that you want to do every single day, maybe one that's several times a week, or something that you just do weekly? I'm just very interested and I need to research on this. To be honest, for me, reading, do I want to do it every single day? Did I enjoy it? I would probably do reading every other day, and I will do the whole scheduling thing. But also, this lockdown thing is not gonna be forever, right? I'm planning that when, the usual life of going out and me having to commute comes back in, my reading time would be most suitable during my commute times. During those times, I have nothing to do other than being squished by other people, so this could be a great time for me to read. But even though I have found this specific time that I can read, and I could probably do it every day, I think alternating days is just the way to go for me, because sometimes I do like listening to a podcast while playing one of my apps, one of my games on my phone. Sometimes I want to watch YouTube, or sometimes I want to watch Netflix. So it really depends, but I want to set a day specifically for reading. So maybe Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, something like that. So I guess the last point, or the last thing that I learned from being on this challenge, is that reading is truly a very personal thing. I mean, the author obviously created the book, and the knowledge, the wisdom, the tips, whatever, it's all in there, and it's really up to the person reading, it's up to the reader to actually get something out of it. And every experience of how you feel after reading the book, it just differs from person to person at whatever point you are in life, or what you have experienced or what you haven't experienced. Also, I wanted to talk about reading 3 books simultaneously. Personally, I felt that the books that I was reading were very different to each other, which I guess I shouldn't have done, actually. Sorry that I gave you the worst advice in this video, but I'm trying to make up for it now. Ideally, obviously, you should finish one thing at a time, but I guess in the moment of I was just really pumped to just finish a lot of books in a span of 1 week, so I ended up making that calendar that I did. I think that perhaps just committing to one thing at a time and actually completing it is a way more intentional action than just reading about different things. And also in that way, you can just focus on one topic and really just zone in on it. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I kind of edited and filmed this in a different style, so hopefully it was entertaining for you to watch. I forgot to mention that I do actually have a excess copy, sealed copy of Existential Courage, because when I went to Ariane's event, I actually bought a copy, but she also gave me one, so that was so nice of her. And I would like to give this to one of you guys. So if you want to read this for yourself, then please join my little giveaway. It's gonna be a Google form, and I'll just pick someone from the responses. And I know it's really random to be including just this random giveaway, but it really means a lot that if you've watched this video this far, it really means a lot to me. If you have your own tips on how to actually finish reading a book, do share it in the comment section down below, because me and all of the other viewers, people lurking in the comments, will definitely benefit from it. Thanks so much for watching this video, most especially if you've watched it all the way through. If you do, please screenshot and tag me on your Insta story so I can know, and yeah, I'll be very, very happy and grateful. So again, thanks for watching this video. If you have any video requests or any topics you want me to talk about, or if you want me to do some sort of challenge thing, once again, let me know and I might do it. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. I'll see you guys in my next video. This video was from my heart to yours. I hope you guys are doing well. Bye!